Russia sending tactical nukes to Belarus. US questions, but Putin shows Washington its own face. Is nuclear escalation on the cards? Vladimir Putin is sending tactical nuclear weapons to Belarus. The Russian president made the announcement earlier this week after the Kremlin shot a Ukrainian drone in its territory. Ever since Putin talked about sending nukes to Belarus, Biden to NATO, everyone has raised concerns. There are two classifications of nuclear weapons: tactical and strategic. Tactical nukes are relatively smaller and less dangerous than strategic ones. They can be used in limited capacity in the battlefield. While on the other hand, strategic nukes are the ones with devastating powers and the ability to turn an entire city or a country into ashes. Tactical nukes weigh between 1 kiloton to 100 kilotons, while strategic nukes are up to 1,000 kilotons. But still, both tactical and nuclear weapons come with serious damage. The nuclear weapons dropped by the US in Hiroshima and Nagasaki during the Second World War weighed around 15 kilotons, as per a BBC report. Going by the above theory, the bomb dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which killed over 70,000 people, comes under the category of tactical nukes. So now you can imagine the impact and the extent of damage. But at the same time the Hiroshima bombing took place, there was no such classification in nuclear weapons. Both the US and the Soviet Union developed low-ranging nukes during the Cold War as a method of deterrence. The US had placed these weapons in their NATO allied countries, while Russia has done the same with its allies. Meanwhile, Ukraine has demanded an emergency UN meeting to get a solution. In a statement, Ukraine's foreign ministry said, Ukraine expects effective action to counter the Kremlin's nuclear blackmail by the UK, China, the US, and France as permanent members of the UN Security Council, which have a special responsibility to prevent threats of aggression using nuclear weapons. But the irony is that even if the meeting is called, nothing can happen to Russia, because Russia and its best friend, China, are the permanent members of the United Nations Security Council with veto powers. Putin has been firm on his stand to place the tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus, but his decision has invited criticism from nations all over the world. Placing nukes in Belarus could be an escalation from Russia. It could be a warning for Ukraine and its Western allies. For years, Moscow has said that it does not go around the world and place its nuclear weapons as the US does. But the change in Russia's perception is troubling Washington. Putin has gone on to say that the US cannot condemn Russia's action of placing tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus when the US resorts to the same tactic. If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.